Okay, I'm David. I'm Lindsay. That's it. It's Desmonds, Donders.
This is the car park we're at this weekend. It is the weekend of Storm Babet, and Friday night was wet. Saturday, you guessed it, wet. But today, nice and dry and reasonably sunny. Just as Friday was actually as we arrived. Didn't take long to change though. So this is the short road up from the road. Not a main road, a single track road. And as we turn round, you'll see some of the rest of the car park, the forest gate and the forest walk. The car park is surrounded by trees, and it's quite a sheltered spot in fact. I'm not saying we weren't battered by the winds, but yeah, reasonably sheltered. Bit muddy in places, but fine all in all. There, in the distance, is Lindsay, all wrapped up against the cold, and heading for a geocache. Me, I'm just going to sit in the van and listen to the radio. Or I might take some video. I'm thinking that I might fly the drone. I might see if it's going to warm up a bit first though. It's awfully chilly. Especially as I'm still in shorts and t-shirt. And that takes you up to Thieves Hill. And from there are 5-foot tracks, footpaths, for you to wander round the woods of Borderkish, and even as far as Spaymouth. I suspect Spaymouth is a raging torrent full of water this weekend, and we'll stay well away. It's not the source, but that is up near the source of the Fochabers burn. That you'll have seen if you've watched our walks around our village videos. Runs quite close to our place, and was ever disastrously flooded would actually be the Spey Road burn as well. But I think it would take some before it got to us. The Spey would have to be backed up a long way. This is a nice spot. We've seen a variety of birds. A goldcrest probably tops them, and the smallest of them, and a bullfinch being the close second, or rather a flock of bullfinches a close second. And there's a bird out there telling me off for filming in its territory. Anyway, I'll leave you with some photos.
Good morning and welcome to Donders Forest. It is Sunday the 22nd of October and we've been parked here since Friday afternoon. Storm Babet has hopefully passed through, and from what I've seen and I've heard, has left a trail of destruction in its wake. Moray seemed to not get the worst of it, as the hills surrounding Moray lifted the wind over them, so it skirted us thankfully. But we did get the rain. We got some wind, but obviously not as bad as some others. I wasn't that keen on coming out, but I'm glad we did. This was almost going to be our second visit here without actually leaving the van, because we were here a couple of weeks ago and it rained all weekend and I wasn't willing to come out and get soaked. And obviously last weekend we had the same problem. So the sun's shining. It's not warm. It's nearly the end of October, of course it's not warm. There was very few people with their dogs out yesterday, because obviously the weather was just mental. And there was amber and red weather warnings around Aberdeen, Angus, Brecon, and now comes the part of the clean-up. So my heart goes out to everybody that's lost anything during these storms, be it property or anything else. We were supposed to be in Grantully this weekend, meeting up with David's youngest brother Neil and his fiancée Kathy, but they had the sense to cancel because they were coming from Northumberland and would have to drive right through it, the red weather warning areas, and it just wasn't worth it. So we'll reschedule. Sorry, a bit huffy, but I basically sat on my backside for the whole weekend, reading, playing my game, being on the phone and listening to the music, listening to the rugby, and so we thought I'll just head out for a while and see what we can see. Obviously Donders Forest is part of the forest that we parked up before near the earth pillars. It's the same forest but different end. David so far saw a goldcrest yesterday. There was at least half a dozen bullfinches on the path this morning, all males, which was lovely to see, all red and puffed up in the weather, and a few others, but obviously we couldn't get video because the windows were all steamed up. My little gas heater came into its own this weekend because, as you know, I don't do cold, and I'm not sure how much was in the first bottle, but it didn't last long. And I've gone through 3 tins this weekend. But it's easier with that one than it is with the one in Desmond, because obviously it takes a lot of power from the batteries. And we're still trying to find our way around the fridge. And at the minute David says the readings don't make sense. They never make sense to me, but I'm not the clever one, he is. So, but just thought we'd come up here and see what there is. There have been cars parked beside us, and they've obviously taken the dogs for a walk, and then off they've gone. The local car slamming championship. I swear it's because they think the curtains are closed. They must still be asleep, so we'll just wake them up. Newsflash, we were awake. No matter. And we left early last week from Finlater because I was doing my stained glass class on Sunday. Had great fun. Learnt a lot. Took my butterfly home. Picked it up out of the car and one of the wings fell off. So I'm still trying to work out what I'm going to do with it. Super glue it probably and hope it works. But I really enjoyed the class. She was absolutely brilliant. No rushing, you know, take your time. It takes as long as it takes, and there was only 3 ladies there, myself, my friend, and apparently her friend. They didn't know they were actually going to be there, but the other lady that was there used to work with the friend that I took with me, so it was all good. 3 very beautiful butterflies and 3 very happy ladies. So, it was a good way to spend a Sunday. Different for us because obviously Sundays is usually a chill in the van, and then we start using swear words like it's time to go home. I believe they use this road for the car rallies. One of my colleagues at work, he's a rally driver, so I'd much rather have the peace and quiet. So, I can hear pops in the background. I'm not sure if that's somebody shooting or if it's just a bird scarer. You can see the trees are turning. Not all pines are evergreens. Well, like I said, it's cold. There's thermometer said it was 3.5 degrees outside, but that's under the van. I reckon it's not that far off. I'm going to switch off a while because I want to take some pictures. So I'm heading back towards the van. I went looking for a geocache. Couldn't get anywhere near it. It's too much mud, too much water, and I really don't fancy getting my feet wet. So strike one for Lindsay. But we'll come another day. Like I said, it's not that far from home. So I hope you're all well, I hope you're all safe, and thank you again for coming with us. Sorry this is such a short video, but like I said, it's Sunday and we really ought to be going home soon. So, not that that'll happen anytime quick. I think David's flying his drone. I'm sure I heard a drone overhead at some point, but like I said, there's no wind, there's no rain at the minute. I'm a bit warmer than I was, but I think that's probably because I've been walking. So, like I said, thanks for coming with us, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care all.
Thank you for watching Desmonds Donders. And remember, please take nothing but memories and leave nothing but tracks. Please subscribe and ring the bell for notifications, and hopefully we'll see you next time.